It's starting to get a little windy out. Now this is what a traditional Washington winter is more like. Wet as heck. There's just like a general wetness around this place right now. My day starts here at the RV while I finish up some business stuff, and I realized going through some of these things that tomorrow is going to be nothing but meetings, possibly interviews, a really work day. So today's the day I want to try to have some fun. We got a couple of things I want to accomplish before I get sucked into tomorrow, aka a black hole. Let's go see Kathy. So we're going to see Kathy in LaConner. And that's LaConner down there. Kathy's down there. We're gonna go see Kathy. I hope. I mean, Kathy might not be at work today. A couple of things complicate what would otherwise be a simple mission. I don't quite remember where Kathy's office is. I was 2 beers in when I found it, and it was the weekend before Christmas, and I'm not exactly sure when her office hours are, so we're gonna go see if we can find her. Well, I've walked about half of the town now and still no sighting. I did Google her business, and her business hours are at 10, so it's past, well actually it's 10 o'clock right now, I think. So there's a good chance she should be there, if I ever find her. Kathy? Kathy? Hey Kathy! We're near. We are near. She's making it tricky on me. Temporary location. I don't think I would have found this if it wasn't for that sign. This is a cafe, huh? Oh, door's locked. This is a restaurant. There's no Kathy Designs. What? This is confusing. I'll find you, Kathy. Clever Kathy Designs. Oh, I think I found it. I don't think Kathy's open. Oh my gosh. No. No. Kathy, I traveled far for you. Kathy, I've traveled far. Oh, that's kind of great. You see? This is my girl right here. So my lady Kathy here is making up a special embroider spot here for this jacket that I wear all the time with the Jupiter Broadcasting logo. Well, since she's not here, let's take a poke around. Let's see what else is in this building. I see a restaurant. Oh, I've been to this restaurant. And then that's the door I tried to get in. Sign right there says 11. Google told me 10. Google, why you do this to me all the time? I don't even know why I trust you anymore. You always wrong me. This is something we're gonna do at a later date. I'll be back, Kathy. You know, I will say this about missing Kathy. I would rather take the risk of not planning, but just being willing to get in my truck and drive down to LaConner, get a little exercise, get a little air, and end up missing Kathy. That to me is more preferable than sending 3 or 4 emails back and forth, spending 15 minutes on the phone, figuring out what works for her, what works for me. It's just not my style. I'd rather enjoy being impulsive. Boy, wouldn't it be great just to do the show from right here today? I'll sit down and do shows right here. You know, if it was a little bit nicer, that might be doable. But I think it's gonna rain, so it's time to move on to the studio. You know what, but before we go to the studio, I've got to go back to the RV and take care of something. It's starting to get a little windy out, and I don't want the awning ripped off the RV. I'm coming, Lady Jupes! This is just one of those things I gotta take care of, because if I don't do this, I'll be worried about it all day long at the studio. It'll be on my mind constantly. I feel much better about that. The wind's, it's not crazy today, but we're moving on Friday, so the last thing, well, we're moving around Friday. We haven't really decided yet. But the last thing we need is to have a busted awning when we're trying to leave. So closing it up right now means that when moving day arrives, we won't have that problem to deal with. You're welcome, future Chris. I got you, buddy. It's a little grocery store on my way to work. I always pass this place thinking I should stop in and get a sandwich. And if we're gonna be moving on soon, yeah, it seems like today's a good day to do it. A peanut butter and bacon? Are you serious? That's a great idea. I kind of actually think it's genius. I should have come here for breakfast. What time does this place open up?
Safe travel.
Yes, I will. Thank you very much. You guys have a great day.
Thank you, you too.
Uh-oh, that's a bad sign. Looks like we had a power outage at the studio. It's pretty stormy here. This can make things tricky because the studio, things have to be turned on in a certain order for all of the capture devices to work correctly. So it looks like one of the to-do items for my list today is to troubleshoot any of that stuff. So that way it doesn't affect some of the interviews I'll be doing tomorrow. Yep, can confirm all of my stuff up in my office is normally left running and shut down. Looking at the system log, it looks like the power outage was about 2 hours ago. My system is good, it's fine. Power just went out again. Just came back on. Man. Even made my hair collapse. Look at that. That's some bad timing. It was right in the middle. And, oh, and it just went out and back again. So the whole building's on, off. On, off. On, off. Are we gonna go for a fourth time? The studio sounds like it's about to blow apart. I can't go reboot the studio until this storm passes. It's crazy here, guys. It sounds like stuff's getting ripped off the roof right now. Two phone calls, one chat thread, and a lot of wind later, I'm ready to try to bring the studio online. Now, everything has to be brought up, like I mentioned earlier, in a certain order. Everything's off right now. It's all off. The studio is officially in standby mode. So now that the studio is online, I need to make sure it's working. We had a weird audio problem pop up yesterday, and I have 2 interviews I need to record, and I don't want to be troubleshooting during the interviews. That's not a good impression for my guests. Test recording went good, all the equipment looks like it's running, just double check the stream, it's up and good, but now I'm running way behind. I gotta get to Angela's house ASAP, so let's take a shortcut. Let's do the spin.
Hi, Dad. Brownies? And I got frosting.
Let's do it, guys!
Yeah! This one.
There you go, yeah.
Is this butter?
It's a buttercream frosting.
Oh.
It's really good, Abby.
Yeah, it smells good.
Have you picked your brownie dough?
Yep.
Looking good, Dill. Looking good. And then go sit and eat the table. And you're all set.
Wait.
Oh, really? Oh, really? You going, oh my son, come on now. You are my son. I do that too. Uh-oh. Bella doesn't feel good. We're gonna go find the hot pack for Bella. Yeah.
We'll never find them. Not where they're hiding.
We're gonna get the bad scares out of you, Bella?
And Daddy?
And how are we getting the bad scares out? By watching the salt monster?
Yeah.
Is it scary to you?
No. I'm okay with that.
You're okay with the salt monster?
Joey, he okay. Shoot there.
Are you feeling better, Bella?
Yeah, my dad's feeling better.
Good. Hey, you! I will get you! I will get you! I will get you! Where are you going? Where? You can't hide from Daddy! Oh, alley-oop! Pardon me! Ha ha ha!